Yeah.
That's when I knew.
That's when
she
you knew.
Didn't even say who. I didn't even say who. What? When I heard my mom say that, like, why would she be? You know what I mean?
Wow.
I was like,
another one of them moments.
Yep.
You knew like it's over. He gone.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Like I said, when I got you on there today, my main thing was just to show love and respect to everything that you guys done, man. And
Yep.
I ain't, like I said, when I come down to Tupac, I know you got so many different stories. I couldn't get them all out of you, even if I tried, like because of how early on you was dealing with Pac. When you heard that Pac had passed away, where were you at? What was going on with you at that time? In 1996.
96. So same type of deal. You know, this was the second time he got shot.
Correct.
He had survived it, right?
The first one was crazy. But you could see the movement the whole
he took
time.
5 and came back.
And
so
came
we
back.
thinking, oh wow, when he come back after this, he really gonna be talking that shit. But you know, he was in the hospital a little longer. And remember, you know, some of you guys out there, hard to fathom, but there was no internet, right? So you just had to get the word, hearsay, or you might see something on the news, or you know, you had to get the information, right? Or they'll say something on the radio, right? The reports on the radio.
Yeah.
So we don't really know, because I at that time, I couldn't afford to go to Vegas.
No, I
Just
get it.
jump out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still figuring my thing out at that time.
Yeah.
But at the time, I had the alphanumeric pager.
Yeah.
Right?
We are.
So
Come on
you
now.
get the message. You gotta pull over, go to the phone booth, and hit it. Right.
411. All kinds. You get the little codes.
So, and it's almost identical to shock. Whereas all of a sudden it was in the afternoon, and I'm in Oakland. I'm actually in North Oakland. I remember, and all of a sudden I'm starting getting all of these pages. Like, you all right? You okay?
Yeah, because it's coming through like that.
Bro.
Yep.
Yeah, like, what's up? You good? And I'm like, why is everybody hitting me like that? And not really putting it together. But then my mom hit me. It was like, call me. And then I stopped at the phone booth. And as soon as I picked up, and my mom was like, you all right? You heard?
Yeah.
That's when I knew.
That's when
she
you knew.
She didn't even say who. I didn't even say who, what. When I heard my mom say that, like, why would she be, you know what I mean?
Wow.
I was like,
another one of them moments.
Yep.
You knew, like, it's over. He gone. But have you ever seen it? The impact he had when he left, far as the way not only his music, his whole movement was. Have you ever seen anybody else that impressive on the culture after passing like Pac was? Because that was big for me.
Well, nobody could imagine that he would become the icon.
No, I'm talking about like the tattoos,
well, that's what I'm saying. His effect on culture. Like I said, you know, you can't throw that word icon around.
That's right.
Easily. Mm-hmm. And when I say like a global and cultural icons, that's reserved for a select few. Bob Marley, you know, Elvis, right? Tupac.
Man.
You know, it's
Michael Jackson,
right? The Beatles, right? And then now, you know, I will say that Snoop Dogg has slipped into there.
Yeah.
Right? And as big as I don't know, but in my mind, as big as Jay-Z is, he's not like us in hip hop and in our culture, he is.
Of course.
But when I say, like, you could mention Tupac in
anywhere
in the woods of Africa or
anywhere,
the woods of South America. Like, they have tribes in Africa called the Tupacs.
Yeah.
Wow. Right? Yes, they do. You know what I mean? That's the effect he had on the globe and the culture, right? And like I said, it's reserved for a select few. Probably those, what I said. And I'm sure that Marilyn Monroe, whatever. Yeah. Whereas, you know, you see their face or you hear their name, no matter where you're at in the world, how old you are, you have an inkling of who that person is, right? So what did I say? Bob Marley.
Michael Jackson, Elvis,
Marilyn Monroe. The Beatles, right?
Yeah,
Still,
yeah,
but
yeah.
not even like Tupac or that. So like the how you say the big three, is or big 3 or 4: Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, Elvis, Tupac.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
That's that.
Yeah.
Right. And now, you know, Snoop Dogg might be sliding into the starting 5.
You keep saying Snoop Dogg. You seen what just happened with Snoop Dogg. He lost followers and all kind of stuff behind that Trump situation.
He did.
How did you see that from your perspective?
Well, sometimes we do things that maybe we didn't, you know, like I can't really judge it because I don't know all the information.
Yeah,
I didn't see it. I didn't follow it because I'm not the type of guy, especially if I know you.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna jump on and see everybody bashing you and just
I ain't gonna
fall into it. It's like I can look at it and be like, ugh, I probably wouldn't have did that. Right?
Yeah.
But that's not gonna make me turn on you like that because there's an explanation. But whatever comes from it, that's what he did. So it's gonna end up whatever comes from that, whatever the backlash, he did that, right? But let me finish.
Yeah.
He's still the global icon.
He definitely is.
Now, what I believe is that, like, you can't be a global icon. Everybody can't know you, and then all of a sudden, everybody can't know you. You can become infamous. You know what I mean? Like right now, everybody in the world knows who Trump is, but everybody doesn't love Trump.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So let's not get it confused. Being a global icon doesn't mean loved globally. It's two different things. So just because he did something that a lot of people don't like, that doesn't mean you're gonna not stop knowing his name. So now here we are. Right now, it just happened. Is the backlash, right? Mm-hmm. Talk to me in 20 years and see if we still remember that, or is he remember? Because you know, let's be real. Kobe Bryant, he had some things happen.
Yeah.
He went through some things.
But
right?
you barely hear that talked about anymore.
At that time, we don't talk about it. We love Kobe.
Correct.
And rightfully so. But he had some time. There was a period where the world didn't love him like that.
That's exactly right.
But, you know, and especially now with, and I'll double down on this part of it, especially now with social media. Yeah. Right? Because, you know, we call it fake outrage. Everybody's mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what was we mad at 9 months ago?
Trump, Diddy. There's some
Diddy.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing about Diddy.
Not like it was.
Everybody was upset. We boycotting Diddy.
Boycotting him and everything.
Diddy's this, Diddy's that, baby oil.
Everything. You know,
splash, squash. All of that shit. Right? You don't see nothing about it. Now we keep an eye on it, but I bet you, you know, like an R. Kelly or whatever, we'll remember it, but it's a part of the story. We're not going to forget Diddy.
No.
And all of these people that are super outraged, you know what I mean? Where are they? Why we not? I don't see it. Not like I did. So now this is fake outrage about Snoop, rightfully so, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't think that it's going to be consistent because something else is going to happen that, oh, this is the new thing we're going to be upset about, or this is the new thing that.
Oh, people are mad right now about this. A lot of people talking about Kendrick Lamar's performance at halftime. They saying it was horrible. Some people saying it was great. Some people saying it was horrible. They're screaming on the internet. This internet thing is crazy. You can't beat the internet.
They try to find everything. They're talking about the pants he's wearing.
They're talking about a lot of stuff.
Come on, bro.
Some people like it was codes to the performance. You got to really watch it. It was great.
Yeah. See, I'm too old.
There you go. Me too.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.